Hmm. Well, hello everyone, sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom. This Comics Bigger TV here. So time for another prediction video as it's this Sunday. We have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday in a huge game with lots of implications in a game that pretty much is a must win for the Chiefs. We've lost back-to-back games, losing last week on a last second field goal by the Denver Broncos. And yeah, it's a disappointing loss. We played well in the game up until that point. Mahomes, you know, played pretty well, but just couldn't close it out. Also, a kind of a costly actually missed extra point. It was also definitely cost us. So, and yeah, this game is big for so many reasons. Uh, we're 5-5, and facing a Colts team that is 8-2, probably the most one of the most surprising teams in the league this season. Uh, as they're led by first-year quarterback for the Colts, Daniel Jones, formerly with the New York Giants, and boy, what a season he's had! A turnaround season. He's in the MVP conversation, and yeah, and having an outstanding season after being cut by the Giants in the middle of last year, and then signed with the Colts to compete for their starting quarterback job. Won the starting job, and well, he's had an outstanding season, and led by arguably probably the best running back in the league this season right now, Jonathan Taylor. He's making a case to be an MVP, in which if he did, he'd be the first non-quarterback to win MVP in over a decade. So, uh, John Taylor has over 1,000 yards rushing already this season. Uh, yeah, he has 1,100 yards rushing this season, 15 touchdowns, and yeah, Daniel Jones, 15 touchdowns, uh, and yeah, so in the Chiefs, we have never lost three straight games with Patrick Mahomes. Of course, we started out the season 0-2 with losses to the Chargers and Eagles, and then we won in next game to avoid us going 0-3. And yeah, so just a ton on the line in this one. And also keep in mind the Chiefs have a short week after this, be back in action Thanksgiving Day against the Dallas Cowboys on the road. The Cowboys, they also have a huge game if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive with a matchup against the rival Eagles tomorrow as well. So, and yeah, so the Colts, they have two losses. Their two losses were on the road, week 4 at the Rams and week 9 earlier this month against the Steelers. And they're coming off of bye week. They played 2 weeks ago against the Atlanta Falcons in Berlin, Germany, and they won that game in overtime. Jonathan Taylor had over 200 yards rushing, and in total had almost 300 yards of total offense. So, and yeah, it's just a huge game, uh, and well, the Colts are overall the top team in scoring. Uh, yeah, they've been averaging close to 30 points a game this season, and albeit they have had somewhat of an easy schedule, their two losses were to two good teams, two teams that could be in the playoffs. The Rams most likely, and the Steelers potentially as well. So, and yeah, Daniel Jones looked like for the first 8 games of the season looked like he was going to be the MVP. So, also the Chiefs will be without for a third straight game Isaiah Pacheco. Don't know if he'll be able to return in our game Thanksgiving against Dallas. So that means Kareem Hunt will have top running back duties again. So, uh, and yeah, also Xavier Worthy, uh, also questionable with an ankle injury. Of course, he's been battling injury all season long, so hopefully he can go. That would be a huge loss if uh, we're not able to have him. So, also Colts, they have a solid defense, and they just recently made a huge trade for New York Jets cornerback Sauce Gardner, uh, All Pro uh, corner with the Jets, won Defensive Rookie of the Year, and yeah, it's gonna be very tough stopping this Colts offense led by Jonathan Taylor, as well as stud rookie tight end Tyler Warren making a case to be offensive rookie of the year. So, and yeah, but I think this would definitely be a close game. But the Colts have, you know, one of the best offenses in the league and a very good O line as well. So, it can be very tough. But I think the Chiefs will find a way to win this game and, uh, inch closer to going back to the playoffs. But pretty much our chances of winning the division again are pretty much over. The Denver Broncos are 9-2. They're on bye this week, but they have a very, very good chance of winning the AFC West. The Broncos do. So, and our remaining games after this one, like I said, will face the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. They have a very good offense. Their defense, though, Dallas's defense has been towards the bottom of the league. So, then after that, 2 weeks from now, we'll face the Houston Texans. The Texans all of a sudden are playing well. They won on Thursday night against the Bills, in which they sacked Josh Allen, I believe, 7 times in that game. So that will not be easy. So have to play the Chargers again. Tennessee Titans in there as well. That should be a win for sure. So, but score prediction, I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win this one. I'm going to say 24-21. I think it'll definitely come down to potentially the final play. And yeah, so the Colts, both of their losses are on the road, and the Chiefs, we only have one loss at home this season. This will be our first home game in almost a month. So, but yeah, this should be a very entertaining game, but won't be easy. And I don't think many people are expecting the Colts to be this good at this point in the season. So, potentially to be the 1 seed in the playoffs. So till Sunday, comic books saying go Chiefs.